Call this Thursday, March 21st, 2024 meeting with Springfield Historical Commission order. Commissioner Walsh, Commissioner Hardy, Commissioner Trudeau, Sourcey. I'd like to welcome Commissioner Sourcey. Stevie was. It's okay if you're welcome. That's the final by people are not. Since we do not have a copy of the February 15 minutes, here goes in the next meeting. Accepted. Is there anyone here from 9197 Chestnut Street? I mean, we had asked that we extend it to the 424 meeting explanation, so nobody can show up for this. So, anybody for 1105 Worthington Street? Let's just move those. Is there anyone here for 80 Cornell Street? All right, we're going to move to the public hearings for 421 Maple Street. Loud enough so pick you up.
I don't know Rogers for the Mass. Sorry, Fall River. You know, the Mass Power Solutions, I'm a project manager. And then proposing a solar installation at 421 Maple Street.
There you go. We have your permission to speak with every that.
So, do you have one sense? Do you want me to?
Oh, yeah. They'll be up on the screen.
Yeah. So we're doing roof vented solar. As you can see, we have everything's there. We're doing black and black panels, so they're on the roof. Nothing to the ordinary.
Where we stand, what we'd like to know about is the like street views and what have you. Thank you.
In order to take care of their own utilities, we have to act. Yeah.
This, yes. So on this rendering, I think it's the
Yeah, the front of the house. The
where's the street? Okay, the street.
Yes.
The street.
The-
So
yeah.
nothing on that low.
No.
This one.
Trees.
Now, the utilities here, they're being all these panel conduits are going where?
I'll have to figure out the route. So most likely we'll be going down the back of the roof. Since the main service panel in the corner. So it'll be
Okay, what about the front?
Well, we can keep it off of the front of the house. Yeah, so
It almost says really that we're absent.
yeah, yeah. We can see them.
But if there, it looks like this is what you. Yeah. It looks like bigger than the time there's no here.
Yeah, we can conceal that. We can run that down.
Well, I'm not worried about one in the back. Anything in front, no visibility.
Yeah, we can remove that path so that we don't get around the phone.
From the,
So would you rather shoot off the eave on the side where the panels are on?
well, let me apologize, I have to go back to the street. Part of the reason we go back and forth to the street view is because obviously we don't want to see any conduit either on the front or that right side, but either the back, all the conduit is on the back. It's up on the back wall, nothing on the side walls. That's good. And most of the panels are tend to be towards the back. See how you have this section in front end. Yeah, just, oh no, that's the back.
Oh, that's the back.
That's the front. Here. No. You keep it down.
Yeah, it's been between the valley, the two doors.
So. So how many of these? So all these are in the streets. They're all on this side we're looking at right now.
Correct.
And this little guy just tucked down.
Right in between the two doors. But not on the lower section.
Just is.
Question.
Yes, go ahead.
Are these panels all black, including the outside cases?
Yes, it's all black all around it, and the actual glass itself is black. Yep.
Okay, so it's not like in the rendering that has a white case around the black, it's all black.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Conduit going on the back, service panel itself is actually in.
I gotta go back to the actual photo, whatever it is, we can,
But we have, unfortunately, for this, yeah, no, that's.
yeah, I get it.
Sure, that's. That's the way it is in the drawing, so this would be the front, this side of the chimney. The way that. Run out the service. You know. You indicated that. Conduit is connected with that wouldn't be listed. If it said changes, tell us that, change, absolutely have to do it.
Yes.
Okay, for that. Thank you, Commissioner, comment, question? We have to be specific about the word of the conduit. Okay, so the, yes, the main service panels inside the house, that's not gonna change. They is inside. Oh, that's not. What's that? Just, what's the lay across the. So.
Yeah,
Because I see sometimes,
would you get paint that on there?
so that's what I need. Not what's in. Yeah, it's all these little behind.
So they had.
So these could put in some.
Yes, we have the junction boxes that go into the roof, so it's like the main portions, we don't have any. Right, and one, and then.
So that's what I have here. We need to have over here because to the back of the house is like. Whatever you can get, please do. But it would happen, but we could have it all at a time. This stuff up here is in the attic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what's on the plans. Yeah, it's not even that, it's that the southern conduit on the back wall. Okay. Yep. Okay. The commissioner have any questions? Any questions what we have? No, no, so I'd like to open this up to public commentary. This is an application for certificate of appropriate to 421 million to install roof mounted solar system. Is there anyone here who'd like to speak for or against this application? Vote for, no against? Hearing none of the closed commentary. And it's been a motion to accept the application for certificate of appropriate to 421 Maple Avenue. For installation of 11.455 kilowatt roof mounted solar system, 29 modules with the front. The conduit, way and the back conduit to the boxes and the rear wall. So, second. Any discussion on that motion? No. The right one. Hearing none, I'll call the vote. Yes, Commissioner Hardy. Muted.
Yes.
Commissioner Jupiter.
Yes.
Commissioner Brinkley.
Yes.
Commissioner Walton. Yeah. Thank you. Said, do that. Remember those things that we- yeah, any changes you think, this before you. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. One eighty-seven Bowman. Each give your name and address.
So my name is Blake Rock. I live at 31 Elm Street. In Springfield, I'm the senior project manager for the Office of Disaster Recovery and Compliance.
My name is Judy Flicker. I live at 187 Baldwin Street.
This is an application for certificate of appropriateness. Yeah, replacement 30-year architectural removal of exciting members, replacing matching materials to existing, repair, replace damaged products, innovation, replace all windows, no longer national grid panels originally provided, replace the basement window. Repair for damage and rotted members, repaying the backbone structure, site structure repair for damage and rotted members, sample repaint. If you could tell us.
Yeah, so, and you'll notice in the specifications that I provided, we originally were calling to repair the lower right side and rear roofs. Upon taking drone photographs of the entire roof is the same conditions. We're going to redo the entire roof, not just the lower elevations. So that's one small addendum to the specifications that I provided. Regarding the siding, we're using material to match existing, with the wood platform that's on the side right there, not calling for any material changes in that. That would, stick with the historic guidelines for that.
The windows.
So, I included the, window example in the back. With most of these healthy homes projects, as we experienced, we provide the, historic commission's guidelines for approved windows. Let the contractors know that that is what the, they use for the windows on the property. And I think I included the table, pamphlet. Because that's generally what the contractors recently have been going for. Ready to go. The color of the windows was going to be dark trim. Yeah, so to match existing dark trim.
Statue.
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah, black.
The commissioners have questions? There's a lot of.
There is a specific model, as I said, with these projects for healthy homes, we look to get the historic approval so that we can provide that in the bid walkthrough. So we have contractors bidding specifically on sticking in within the storage.
That. You guys standard, you know, it's not, they're not naming. Model. Well, the hard part of it. It's- the condition. That if we. Window. You can totally separate from everything else.
This is no different than the way that I proposed other healthy ends projects throughout the years. So,
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I wonder if we've done- I know yeah, I just
I
want to make sure we're doing the same thing, whether it's.
I can bring up multiple, so that I say. I mean, I can't give you an exact model number. As I said, I am supposing that's the thing with that, those other healthy home projects, which is sticking within the historical guidelines for kids. Right.
External. Yes.
Question,
Go ahead, Commissioner.
underneath the roof, the soffits, are there gonna be any vents for that? That attic?
We're just going to replace material in kind as we usually do it. So if there's no existing vents, I'm sure we didn't call for vents.
If they're gonna insulate that and so forth, and there's no venting, they'll dry rot that roof right out. So you might wanna check into that.
We can amend that. Portion.
And I take it by the pictures here, they're not moving.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, that was gonna be another caveat to everything. So, with all of these, we're not looking to remove any of the stained glass, the aesthetic. That's a huge historical aspect of the property. The stained glass window included on there because we're looking to seal that area and make it, but the type, we're not looking to change the stained glass. The same with, the one window that's identified here, the main. One thing I'm noticing for the front porch, generally, I'm advised to use tongue and groove. So that's just one thing that this is there. Yeah, so the direction which way that we lay the wood down wouldn't change from the existing side.
Change the direction and sometimes even. There, straight over the sea. We can make the motion and meeting. Forwarding the model.
I have a general manual. Different ones.
Yeah.
General, they will give us. But there's a few houses that the general. Plan.
Yeah.
General. So we have.
Need a lot of jobs.
Yes.
Yes, probably.
I was gonna say, I bring up 128 Mulberry Street that we worked on 23 Mulberry Street, both of the applications were exactly the same as this. So that was the way that we.
I didn't go up and all number that should have, so. We can do it now. Yeah, right. Just trying to get, we already have.
I was gonna say, you guys have seen it up there.
We just want to grab that one detail. That's my question. Or we could make the motion.
That's hardly the
Correct. If you go through a window, there's a lot of it.
Yes.
So I'm okay with it. Any other questions for the commissioners? Still not allowed to open this up to public commentary again. It's an application for appropriateness to make the repairs of the red. Is there anyone here who'd like to speak for or against? Dave Davis.
Yeah, vacating the 105 road. I just think that I just support the application and suggested to request great credit on city personnel and their paid such care to be. Implementation of health.
Thank you, Dave. Anybody else would like to speak for or against? Seeing none, I propose a public commentary. Take a motion to accept the application for certificate of appropriateness. When you accept the voting. Proposed change was the replacement for the year. Paper drive setting up the replacement here and this. Period. Which. So basically, it's all windows. That's a great pattern. With Jen. Jen.
JP.
John Wayne, window check from it. Already improved. Let's replacement of the basement window, front porch structure repair damage. Structure side. Structure repair damage rather than seeing the repair porch. Oh, that's it. Second. Ready discussion on that motion? All the votes. Commissioner Nardi,
Yes,
Yes.
Commissioner Zorzi,
Yes.
Commissioner Walter.
Yes.
Good part is we know that you can make any changes to that. Prove the before you do them.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Good, thank you.
Nothing here with this things, and I personally not so work. They don't either, so
34 questions.
yes,
We'll come get to.
he's the person that here.
Oh,
Oh, it's you?
Yeah. Okay. Get there. Oh, my goodness. They're out there.
Sorry.
No, okay. Okay, the next one is 208 Belmont Avenue.
Not all this is one of the pictures on my desk.
Okay, this is an application for certificate of appropriateness for not looking building to replace porch front house. Name of that for the record.
Probably 79 miles from Springfield, Mass.
And you are representing. Just check, do we have?
Because.
No, she sent you an email.
You know,
I'll just see, but
Where's that? Oh, where?
the email
Oh, there it is.
back, finish work from what consists of replacing. he
It's actually for them to.
But
Oh, no, it's okay, but I don't have permission. We have permission
it's
anyway.
like, if you have the. For some reason. Back up.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. You don't have.
Yeah. You see what it says. I have that. That doesn't. That's fine. You looking for the. Permission for representative. That makes me proud of you.
oh, yeah, she said she's doing one.
We're gonna check.
Yeah,
Um,
I understand. And she said, so there's more, this is an email over.
A chance to look through it, just to see if there's some. We'll try and call him. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to,
Yeah, hello.
no, I'm gonna have to just move on, but if you can. We have to toast. Yeah, so, yeah.
Just have an email, right? You can see it, email.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next is 34 Western Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not where. It's down there, so there's not really. Data. It's an application for certificate of appropriate state of question. Solar panel.
Hi, I'm an exact name, I live at 55 Greens in Clinton, and I'm here representing Metro Solar. I'm a regional operations manager, with install some rooftop solar panels. Panels are fully black, including trim around the edges, as well as the roof system that's installed on the feet that are under as well.
Question on this one. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a.
not yet. We gotta talk. What we found. Okay. You just have to get your name for the record.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now.
Zach Newton, project manager, operations manager over at Metro Solar. Looking to install roof mounted solar panels over at 34 West New Street. There are 16 panels. They are black in color on the base and the trim. The rail design on the system is also black in color, as well as the feet that the rails are mounted on. I do have a copy of the way the panel looks here, the way you like to see it as well. And yeah, pretty straightforward installation. Most of the panels are on the side of the home. And that is to do with the way the sheeting works, to, guide the production on the project. I also brought a copy of the sheet, if anyone's interested in seeing that. So the areas highlighted are the best ones and purple.
So you have 3 panels laying on that. Well, it's an upper front, that's flat and it's upper. Right, it's visible there.
It's very hard to see on this.
How high are they off the,
So the panels sit about 4 inches off the base of the roof.
And you heard my other questions about conduits and visibility.
Correct. So as you can see, our window is located primarily on the left side of the home. What we can do is bring the conduit through the basement to the back of the house and go up to the attic that way to keep it as clean as possible from view. And from there over all our conduits to the attic.
Okay, now, in connecting these on the roof panels, how would that be connected?
Correct. So underneath,
Visible, or minimally.
minimally visible. So underneath the panels, there will be, it's called the solar deck.
Yeah.
It comes up and through the attic and the bottom of it, to keep the roof protected from water damage.
Okay.
We'll make our connections in there.
Yeah. Now, right, this one.
That's what we back left hand side. This will be behind the screen.
Yeah, would be about, where did I see? Would be just behind that jut out, or just?
In the back there.
Yeah.
That's.
So, yeah. Yeah, so if you get to the dormer on top, it's gonna be just to the left of that.
Yes.
So you essentially just be on the pump up there.
Yes.
Sorry, so nothing on the front, even that, nothing on that far side.
Correct. So you can see how the soffit where that flat roof is kind of,
Yes,
we'll come out of there. you know, our piece of equipment in front of the house, but it will not be visible.
Say that again.
Sorry, I kind of talked out
That's
there.
okay, but we're gonna come out
So the,
in front of them.
front of the home, where the roof connects to the flat roof. Come out there with a small, it's a conduit,
No, I'm not letting them.
on that flat right there, people are not gonna see it.
Okay, okay. All right. Have any other questions? Okay, let's, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Okay.
It's okay, we'll try to make it not get you any more tired. So I'd like to open this up to public commentary, this got application for the property, this is 34 West Springfield Street. To install solar panels for 6.56 kilowatt. Solar panels on the roof. Anybody here like to speak for or against? Seeing none, I'll close public commentary. And motion to set the application for certificate of appropriateness for the rest of the street. Slowly. So panels.
Second.
Discussion on the motion. Hearing none. We'll vote. Commissioner Unicorn.
Yes.
Commissioner Unicorn. Yes. Commissioner. Zorski.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Commissioner Walsh, yes. Commissioner Nardi.
Yes,
So, anything change?
Absolutely. Yeah, you all very attention, sure.
There's something.
And it's
Sleep, there you go. Have a great day.
Away. Yeah, nobody's there.
Oh, yeah.
She's still up.
Okay, after 208, not facing appropriateness, at, right on Avenue, place the porch, front columns. Under. Same. Wood.
Then with same railings. Then
Porch, same style will be needed.
Multi-room.
Handrail, porch going out, but still, as you last. So. That's how. Let's see. It's done. Okay, so that's what's there right now. That was there,
that's what was there. And no, the spindle was plastic,
right?
plastic for
So if you. Before I ask questions. There's no. So you've already taken it all down. Right. Are you, okay, we're going to need more information. Because you don't, I don't think you mentioned what the flooring is gonna be.
Yeah, we want the stomach group. Going back to, I think that's a picture of the time.
It's not on my application.
It was on there.
There is something, so you've already done that?
Yeah,
You've already done that.
That's it. It's been inspected. But,
Now, now on the railings, are you trying to duplicate the old railing?
well, we'll duplicate the old ones. So the old ones have to be taken off. Right. The old ones.
Original in design inside.
Right, so it's, yeah, height 36, square with the, wooden handrails. That's the old.
Okay. What would be the appropriate railing?
Yeah, I think it's 36 bottom windows, but bottom windows. Yeah, everything's 60.
Right, yeah, I think it's shorter than that.
It looks like
That's the original there. That's the original. So right underneath the bottom window, that's.
Oh, yeah, it is, right, for that
Yes.
side windows.
Let's get the picture right
Okay,
there.
all right. No, good.
Well,
But it's gonna be. Not gonna be attached on the side, these. Between the.
Yeah, it won't be outside. No, it'll be inside. Like,
Okay, so. This is your application. It's stating that you're gonna be recreating that.
recreate that porch, but just like that. You know,
What about the columns? What about the columns?
the columns, and I left my paper, my fingers, so I have the columns. And I left the description of what they would have, so.
Yeah, well,
That's
it
fine.
mimics what you're gonna do.
It mimics what we're gonna prime, first one to sand it down, prime it, and then paint it, so it stick to the paint material we use. The exterior paint, it stick to that, once we sand it, I'm gonna sand it down, then we got to prime it, that sticks, and then we paint it on.
Are they similar in diameter? to those?
Yeah, it was like. Oh, I got the figure out, the figure was like 8. These are 8 here.
Okay, were you,
So they look the same.
were you able to keep any of them?
It was all like rock.
Yeah. What would be in the middle?
Yeah.
What would you have?
In the middle of the post, they're solid.
Other side?
They're solid. Yeah, it's all solid. Yeah, it's solid. Actually, this is a better material than wood, because these will last longer. Yeah, these will last
But it
longer.
has. Yes, but we don't, generally, something to go like, look like white pine.
Yeah, no, I figured out. Yeah, I knew that already. Yeah.
So, but the diameter concerns me too, because these look like they're a lot bigger than 8 inches.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit bigger than 8. And the older ones, I've seen a couple of them, but there was, again, it was hollow.
Are they big?
And it was, yeah, which makes sense.
Wider at the bottom.
Yeah, they taper. These go wide here, and then they go up, little skinny at the top. So I'll keep the same, on the top.
Yeah.
We got the I think those like 2x10s, the squares.
Yeah.
We keep that the same. So I have it at the top and the bottom. So the look will be the same original look. This might be just a hair bit smaller on
So what you have here says it's 7.65. Less than 8.
Yeah.
That's pretty slow. Yeah. Is there any chance, is there any potential to get wire problems?
And
They must have. They have them at 7 inches.
they have the plastic. They have the plastic. I'm trying to find something, try to order something, and see that they sold as wood. It's that kind of hard to find. If you find them, you got to do some real creative work.
It just, it does seem like. Too slow.
Mhm. Understand.
For the application.
Understand. I can look, see like, you know what I mean? No, I just want to get a portion like that. See if I can find something.
And then the rails coming down next to the front steps.
Same thing, same look, I'm gonna have the railings up top, so they should fall in place, not like, well, did that,
not like,
no, that's where, that's.
What would they start?
I don't think that's.
Probably didn't have-
They would know.
They probably didn't have.
Not in the,
It's on the application.
Friday.
Original railing, but I think oh, I see what they have. There's just steps, right? Yeah, they
I
have,
thought it was just that.
yeah, but they have a little.
Oh, the
First side.
That would be all, that,
Mm,
we can,
no.
Okay.
but I'll put feedback in code required to have. it.
I'll look pretty.
Yeah, certain point,
I mean, it's always quite rapid.
yes, it's all, but then,
We've had railings that blend in as well as one mistake. That's gonna be proposed.
And then I don't know if that's to go through with code. As long as it can-
I don't know, we just look at this, how it looks, but. Okay. No problem with that. Okay, so detail wise, we're only sure on detail. Still concerned about the homes. Any other questions?
Are you all there, so upstairs? It's like they told on the stairs, but
Really, the states of all of it. Okay, like I said, we're short of detail. So. Al was here, if Al was here, he put another picture that we're gonna go. I don't know, okay, now, we has it already, right? Al? So, just concerned that our detail, what we want the realms of talking about the same.
Right, so the handouts are gonna be pretty much on pitch, same pitch to be.
I'm back on the other, I figured you could do those the same, but
Stay
back
back.
at the other.
With the,
This picture.
what's out the porch? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That they already have the funding group, so it's still concerned about the columns. It's a straight, but yeah, I think it's waiting for approval for columns.
Yeah.
columns are easy. Because.
What?
No,
Yeah, I see, yeah. Hey, sorry, yeah.
Anybody else concerned about the side? of the column?
You got any comment on the columns? No.
I'm not always sure what's available anyway, so I know that we have, there's a bigger one, so just maybe down to people that are obviously. But this is still gonna have a date.
The same design. Probably 2 by 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So the column we have here in this pictures, we still have another column up against the house too.
Mhm.
Those are the,
understand.
right, both the other ones will have a place to go.
Well, I mean, I see what you might get to, but I'm just not really sure. Let's look at one side, the other side, I'm saying.
He's trying to get symmetry.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Okay, so,
So. Let the homeowner know I'm looking a little bit, see if I can find a little deeper, I know I was looking, those. And so that you give them a resource or something like that. So it's kind of-
Stuff though, it says 8 inches by 8 feet here, 8 inches by 8 feet in the paragraph, then you get to the. Product that 7.625 inches. So
yeah,
they
it's a
run.
third of an inch, yeah, they all. around it. Like
You're not gonna go in the back.
Right, right.
So it's pretty clean. It's like 2 by 4.
Yeah.
So. I guess I'm okay with prefer that one whole. But all the other details seem to be. If they have done. Situation. So I just want to make sure that.
The piece on the top will still match.
Yeah, all this is.
Sits.
No,
You're gonna have the.
That's about a 2 by 10.
Mhm.
That's just about a 2 by 10, so we cut a 2 by 10, place it up there,
Yeah.
right, in the column,
It looks like it is now. We have
just
to
like that.
wear a piece at the top.
Absolutely.
Anything else, anybody, questions, anybody like to add, we go back for public commentary here. So an application for certificate of appropriate, which is still Belmont Avenue. Place to make repairs and stuff. Is there no here, like it was before or against this application? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Harry Seymour from State Washington Road in Springfield, and I would like to speak in favor of this application. This, I know this home, and I think this is really going to do a lot for, not only for the neighborhood, it's a big job. Yeah, and I hear your desire to make everything the way that it was, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay, is there anyone else like to speak for or against? David Davies?
And maybe next section. 115 Worthing Street, I can keep in favor of the overall character background of what's on the board. I'd also like to speak in favor of what has just been discussed, a further exploration of columns. A lot of the columns that are being used from the quick and easy vendors around the city are small, and the proportions of the house are important. I have no sense that we can make column. I can line brought weeks ago, but I think that there's numerous vendors that have columns like that. It would last just like anything. Soldiers. Good work and good sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else for? See, there's a lot of folks public comment here. Are you open to taking more time to check any comments?
I'll love
Extended vacation.
2 more weeks. That's good.
Well, it would be till the fourth of it.
I look around. I look a lot of places. I just want to be good. Something that.
Yeah, I mean, I just think this is some detail we should look into. It needs to come back with. When you come back and have the actual dimensions.
Mhm.
Because that looks, they look much bigger to me. Which to me would stick out, maybe not. But we don't have those details here. Unless everybody else is something up to the motion as such, we can do that. Or we can option instead. The next week.
Vincent, it broke up just a little bit. Could you repeat what you suggested? You hope he would come back with?
I asked if he was open to doing that, and he is, it seems to be, but I also said that if someone wants to make a motion on this application the way it is, that's okay with me as well. Or a motion, I have no problem either way if someone wants to make the motion. I may be the only one that's kind of looking at the columns that way. If that's the case, we can take the motion, we have 5 people to vote. Or we can get a motion to extend to the April 4th meeting and just give them a chance to do a little bit more research and find out, and you come back and show us what you found. Or if you get a better column, then you get a better column. So that's where we are. If you're open to that, extend it to the 4th of April. I just think
Yeah, we'll get some, I mean, as soon as I found so far, it's been like 6 weeks so far. So, we got a place to do for. So for me to do some shopping is kind of exhausting. I got the amount of things, so. And search so far, I found more people. Track up more places. So.
if it's okay, I mean, we can take it. If your motion, whoever wants to make a motion, we're ready. Thank you, Ms. Come back on April.
Yeah, I mean, I have a problem. That's the one on it.
I'll make a motion that we extend it to April 4th. Continue so that the contractor can look at a few more sources. Is your second? Okay, is there any discussion on the motion?
Can I just hear the motion again, please? I'm sorry, it's just breaking up a lot.
To the April 4th meeting.
Okay.
Oh, the vote, Commissioner Walter. Yes. Commissioner Torres. Yes, Commissioner Knight.
Yes,
Yes.
Just continue to appreciate. Yes, Steve. All right.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Okay, 19121 Chestnut. The application for the appropriateness. Okay, that,
My name is Sean, I live 70 East Springfield, Mass.
the application for certificate of appropriateness. Install new storefront with one experience with glass. And in front of front door, we created the past number of comments. Motion match. Okay. Says. Which building, which.
This is already changed.
Yeah.
This is already.
Yeah.
Next you can see that.
Which.
You go for the normal chat, so you can see it.
What's one?
So basically,
Since we.
this is already been changed. This one.
It's only one.
Basically in the middle. You go down. No, come back.
Which one are we looking at?
After the.
Right there.
The white.
The white. Yeah.
Both of those?
Yeah, three, yeah. So all the lights.
All of them, from the green to the.
It's a shame they have a bunch of colors. Okay, so just to describe what it's together right here. Yeah. This is what you wanted.
Yeah, we already changed one. If you want to, we already been changed.
They did the corner. Mr. West corner. Yeah, I remember. So that's what it's like. So it's gonna. Okay.
That's what they already working with that part.
That'll, yeah, that's. Okay, is there any questions for the commission? None, and we'll be open to some public commentary. If everybody like. For or against this application, if it's appropriate, that's going to be to. Upgrade store fronts, is anybody for or against this application? There's nothing for the public commentary. Take a motion to accept the application for certificate of appropriateness. Springfield, furniture install new storefront, one experience at a glass. To the frame, control the efficiency of glass on top and bottom. And then it's match the windows and door color. So
Second.
there's discussion on it. One discussion, right? So the vote. Commissioner Zorski.
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh, yes, Commissioner Nardi,
Yes,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
That is, yeah, for the one. Remember, okay, 134. Any address for the record? This is an application for certificate of appropriateness. Nobody's placing several windows with. Final models with natural colors. You have a model, the model fits, color, you have that information. I think it's should be a final. So probably something, just say, no, I see that, are you doing older? But you name of that after.
Me and my wife.
Okay. Yeah. You have some windows already replaced.
So we bought them.
Yeah,
Yes. Sir. Yeah.
Is it trying to restore it to a more original look? The dark
Yes.
color window.
Color panels, one vertically grid up and down. We're actually doing an actual project in a home. We just purchased a home. We were fortunate to look at the front of that house. Look at the same, was also replace the porch. So it's a really good look. There's two photos, gentlemen to your right, show us, um,
Sure, yeah.
yeah, it's for one is your dollar overhead, one is with overhead, we're gonna go with one low top, yes. Whichever one is more wonderful, but both of those photos, I think that one overhead is gonna be originally built. My understanding they were higher in the fifties, and the second photo has a it does not have overhead, it just has columns. So we'll come back. Really, but right now we're also there was
No nation. I agree. Grateful that you bring all that. I said that house would be fantastic. if you could give us stuff going on. Right here, just says, have you looked at? Permitted windows yet?
I throughout the every we went to every major company that does one do if you recommend a company that
But the reason I'm asking, because I just read, so do mix current discussion, I switching to mixed style, simulated by lights, we also have upgrade with well frame respectively. Moving solar across your additional level. We have 42 from spending business months.
and actually this is just for the first second just the first floor. There's been
We've had a lot of people put grids on the outside of the rooms. Not for that. I just, it's just. One.
we do companies that
We can't give any. Give any recommendation.
But our website has.
Yeah, that's like. And we have windows that are cool people. You're looking at a black.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that, you know, here to that, but again, I'm not sure.
One special sheet.
They're constantly making the.
yes yeah. But what is the at a side where they can move?
Yeah, I'll say it.
Yeah, they're very.
And we have one vertical strip. Picard. Special street by spirit. See by the rest of the. Illustration of the window, because part of what we're looking for in the window is how they. Instead of like some of the less expensive, I live with the. People use environment in the city. That's the only picture that's always that. How's that?
It's put up to.
Toward the back. Okay, can you just zoom in on that? Oh. Here. See yourself. Like that. Right. That's right. So part of that's the original frame. Commissioner, some questions for the commission?
I would have. Just have to check the website.
I would recommend looking at the state website. On the official information, and you'll see a list of.
Okay.
Previously.
Previously improved those with the manufacturers, they're not necessarily recommended. Okay, but they've been approved, so.
So it's those previously one move is just the one with it itself, not necessarily the maker of.
Oh, no, they have the maker, but not, it's nothing to do with who's going to install it, so.
Okay.
Part of what we're looking for is swimmer design and something else, the sides of the board, similar to size to a bigger building. As opposed to, when you see it right by vinyl, I know it's double the vinyl than it would have been wood. And at the bottom, how it sits on the sill, it's gonna sit up 2 inches. It's much closer to the bottom.
Yeah.
Those are two of the physical ones.
And so
You
these,
have the right color, the external grids, all that.
and so these do sit at the bottom.
I just can't, that's what I said, I just couldn't tell from the picture, it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
So if they sit like them, then that's not. a good- I just, I just think it might work. I'm not sure. I wouldn't recommend it, right? That's just a number, just to kind of straight grid on each one. Something that can work either physical or in the wrench.
so specifically, do those sit low enough? I'm trying to ascertain like.
Well, I can't tell, that's what I can't tell.
Yeah, tell by the picture.
Able to obtain a window sample by any chance.
So I did ask because they're custom one pieces. Yeah, there is.
I'd say we have a picture where they show us the bottom corner of the window, actually how it sits on the hill. So we have a better idea.
So he's saying that it sits directly at the bottom of the window that I was talking to the gentleman to the right and he had asked that specific question and I referred that to the contractor and he said that they do sit.
That does look like it.
Yeah, they're all like,
Just we very often have a better poster. You're not up to it, because that looks,
yeah,
it looks like it's sitting down, so it's just assume that that model is going to sit there. I can't think of any other thing that we got the color, we got the grid pattern, I think the window. Okay, so if commissioners have any other questions? This is just the first one.
That's not the first one, yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty.
Okay, if there's no other questions, nothing else you'd like to add, I'd like to open this public commentary. It's an application for security program to upgrade the Buckingham Street to install replacement windows, black vinyl, with matching coloring. Anybody like to speak for or against?
I think it gets it, I remember that I was like, Brooklyn, back in.
The door across by the door street, I knew that we're running that house. I'm glad to be bringing the house back, we definitely get the house back, thank you.
So. But you just said you're speaking out against this.
No, work.
Okay, just- Okay,
I apologize.
okay, that's okay. Want to clarify, anybody else for or against? Steve, none of the closed public commentary, and entertaining motion to accept the application. Replacement windows with black color. Matching exterior mounted grids.
Are the bricks on the exterior or between the glass?
This says exterior.
No, in between the glass.
No, that's what the.
they said,
Well, the motion I was just asking. Says exterior.
yes,
So, since no.
Look at that, the difference in the pricing between the.
Right.
Between him.
Well, we have never approved. It's been here. You know, so, that just sounds. That some. Wow, it's again, for 2 weeks, if not weeks before April, give you a chance to maybe even find a better deal. Anything, that might help,
Okay.
because, I thought when I read that it's an exterior grid for what you were gonna use. If that were the case, I could still entertain more with them, exterior, which is more approved, if we prefer improvement between.
Okay, and so I go on your website and if you, look at the previously approved and try and find ranges, and I cannot find it within that realm of price in, do I still come back or?
Yeah, we're not, you have to come back, because if you can't find whatever you find, you gotta come back, you can't do it.
Yeah, in that, but
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, go ahead.
is there a sample available?
No sample. No. They're all custom made, so we didn't have a sample that he could.
No, I understand that. Okay.
It's the only issue. I think we're satisfied with everything else, Commissioner Bernardi. You can see that, right? Yes.
Yes, I can see it. You were,
You know, I'm not,
your concern is the grid.
I was looking for a motion with an external mounted grid text. And I thought that the paperwork said that, but all that paper said was it would be X number of dollars. And I think that, I think I'm going to suggest now that we give a motion to continue to the next meeting, give you a chance to investigate at the very least, way to apply that to be worth your time. So, but it's up to you. It's not really take a vote. So anyway, I can entertain the motion to continue 134 Buckingham Street to the
So moved.
discussion on the motion. It's called to vote, Commissioner Walsh, yes, Commissioner Marty,
Yes.
Judith Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Dorsey, Commissioner Washington, yes.
Yes, I think it's. Research. Please, check.
Just I think it's worth. I think you'll find it's worth doing more research.
Thank you.
Well, no. Huh? No. So. The hell's not here. No.
So you guys got to render a decision on it before now.
Oh, we do have to. Okay. Okay, so 1105 wording, 1105 word. Well, Dave, this is for you. First commission grant the 60-day extension of this request. Name and address.
David Gaming, 1105 Worthington Street. Question was, what happens with the electrical power after it is created in the roof? And what impacts would there be on cable and cameras and things of that sort? So I consulted with the manufacturer and have been provided with a picture of the exterior hardware that we use, which is essentially like a disconnect box next to the meter. It does not allow us to have any exterior conduit. All conduit is, it has to be inside the building. Kind of master issue. So. It's. I think that was the question. I have to say, I think that they're gonna make them put an exterior meter. Being state licensed. Being an observed district. I just look at them very.
How we would look at it.
Well, just for the record, there is no garage. At least you can't just leave it right.
So. Question that. Another question that we're looking for.
There was the other question on 190 Woodland Street. Saying it's not your property. Yeah, it's the same roof line on this house and one. And staying answer to both of them, and it has to be inside. the walls.
So if we're looking at. 1105 word. It just says that the application is install luminous solar roof in place of existing non-rich glass bulbs. Description was on the rear porch.
Okay, gave you a picture of the porch roof.
The application. That would be. Yeah, that would be very good. I don't have. I know we were concerned about the. Boxes.
Well, apparently we have to still be concerned about boxes. I don't know what to do about that except. Wish. If you look at the house from the Woodington Farm.
Yeah.
The electrical panel. You see where the door is on that?
It's from the Lord Thompson's. I know.
That is not blue anymore.
Well, that house there.
That house there, yeah.
Okay.
So that
It's like chicken. Well, yeah. Before I came in, had chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, the electrical access, if you see on the first floor.
Yeah.
There's a window at the front corner. There's a wall panel that doesn't have a window in it.
Right to the left.
Right
To the
there.
left.
Right there. So the electrical line comes in from the intersection right there.
Okay. On the other side, behind the fence.
No,
The right of the steps.
to the right of the.
To the right of the steps. The right of the steps. With an open canvas. Oh, that's on the right side.
Right under, see there's a window right there.
Right on the, what, by the grass, the one right above it.
Right, that's right there, that's where the window, that's where the electric service.
That's what we were talking about last time.
Yeah.
We were wondering if you could put it to maybe the other side,
And they can't.
because it wouldn't be as visible.
Right. The gas meter's on the other side, they asked them that and they haven't got it. The electrician says. If he just could run it straight, he could run the line straight across, so we wouldn't have to move everything inside the house.
Okay.
So the electrician's good with it, but.
Okay, well, that leaves us stuck in the same position we're in. Can't approve it until we have this. Appreciate you putting up, continue to put up that.
Yeah, and I bet that the electrician,
Close.
and the solar people are in the same way.
And even, I believe from the previous presentation, although we'll have to go through it again. Solar. Some of this other stuff. If you can get that from somewhere else, but since we don't have it, but the figurative, we can't throw that in thing. Just keep trying. Want us to push it through maybe 2 weeks, or to more, see. Do we have to vote on this one? No. Okay, we don't have to vote on this one.
How do you get the,
Put in the some flush. Okay.
well, that's the plan.
That would be the last.
We have, no, seriously, regardless of, we have a plan to do a lot more landscape. I figured this out of the way before we do the. But there's some, there were originally, you see that on the front of the corner, the corner of the porch,
Yeah.
there's some rhododendron there. There was quite a few more rhododendron than that more in the lineup.
It would come all the way around the corner.
To come around that porch. Yeah,
He's probably rich.
right.
But
And
that,
it made a big difference.
well, that would be the last piece, but given all that said, we still don't have to be tested, take a vote on the application as it's presented. My suggestion is that we,
I have no objection.
okay, entertain the motion to continue to the 4/24 meeting. So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on the motion? Hearing nothing, call the Commissioner Nardi,
Yes,
Judith Kroll,
Yes.
Commissioner Walter Kroll. Yes. Commissioner Josie. Commissioner Wall. Okay, so how will we get some work, the news of the electric company? Okay. Thank you very much. Eddie. We're eating now. Well, we have to vote. We have to vote. Anyone here from the before now? This one, yeah, this one has to be voted on. So here it's taken the side motion on the application. Accept the application for certificate of vote and say it's going out for all solar panels. Second. Okay, second, discussion on the motion. This motion is in the affirmative. We vote yes, we accept this. And I personally will not be voting to accept. Okay, so is there any other discussion on this motion? Okay, let me call a vote. Commissioner Walsh is no. Commissioner Nardi. Come on with me now. Commissioner Nardi, vote.
I, I just want to hear the motion again because it broke up. I'm sorry.
Motion is to accept the application for certificate of appropriate to install solar panels at 84 L Street. And Commissioner Walsh is voting no.
Yeah, mine is no.
No. Walker, no. Commissioner Ward,
No.
They just have to give a reason for denying the certificate. Sufficient information.
And the panels kind of.
And he's supposed to get back and see what they're.
Yeah.
Figure the top.
You guys will allow him to come back and reply for the same matter. So,
Yeah.
just want to add a condition. Then actually do that.
We do a second motion for that, we close the motion, if somebody. They have to votes to allow it to bring this back in front of us. Any discussion on the motion to allow the owner of 84 Elm Street to bring it back before the commission? Hearing none, we vote again. Yes, Commissioner Nardi.
Yes,
Oh,
Yes.
Commissioner Walter. Yes. Commissioner Burton.
Yes.
Okay. Right, all right. Thank you. Okay, with environmental review, into Florida Street. This is replacement of 30 meters of wooden platform, repair of side staircase, integrate the handrail, building code natural profile in place. Needed, report to the foundation, the brick and actually.
as you said, this is an environmental review. This is subject to the Secretary of Interior standards because the homeowner will be receiving, units standing in the I sure do. Oak Rock, live at 31 Elm Street, apartment 610, Springfield, Mass.
Request for 1719 Florida Street, Springfield, man.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, so, this is as you said, an environmental review. We're looking for approval from the state regarding the specifications that are provided. I did have a couple of questions that are a little bit unique on this one compared to my other NRD proposals.
Okay.
Specifically on this one, because of the electrical work that's going to be going on, as that Eversource requires us to relocate the electrical meter to the exterior of the home. I didn't, usually we would put that as, walking off the bushes, obviously not putting it at the location for the property. I just wanted to make sure that that was what, national representative was looking for as well. And then the secondary one was regarding the right side steps and staircase right there. That is a significant, elevation change and therefore requires a handrail per state building code. Obviously, we'd be looking to put a wooden handrail on the bottom portion of it. The proposal would have been for a black pipe handrail to be on the upper portion that's the side right. Yep.
How did they used to put that staircase?
I have the worries, but what that's.
I don't know if we have the historical pictures. Probably not that side.
We had been added some.
Yeah, I kind of looked at that as being the original, yeah,
House and somebody added it after.
That's it.
yeah.
There you go. So that's coming from where to where? I just, such an odd thing, we don't see that too often.
There's somebody makes a modification and they needed staring.
It kind of looks like it's where that last window is, like going up, and they added an addition onto that back side of the porch. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we'll see that.
Because it went between the back porch and the house.
Yeah.
So what did they do? The second floor, is that, was it the two game?
To do it.
It was originally probably.
It was a real, I don't know that word.
Yeah.
Originally, it was probably a one family.
Yeah, so that's their, okay.
So that's the second.
And your proposal for that is to do what?
So they put a wooden handrail because of the span of it, it requires a handrail per state building code. So we'd be putting a wooden handrail on the lower portion right there that's exposed, and then a black pipe handrail on the portion.
And the handrail coming down from there, it's your be trying to, and that whole thing's gotta be rebuilt, but is it getting? What should the finish of it?
Generally, we would be using structure treated material. I don't have any write up for paint and finishing right now, but we can add it. Obviously, you'll add that in the portion for us.
Well, just thinking if there's gonna be any historic details, and we try to. And.
They're gonna look at the front one. They're gonna be spindle over there.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so I mean, in my mind, we were looking at the wooden spindles, the way that you guys are looking them, which is inside of the wooden handrail.
That's what you're asking, right?
Yeah, that might, even though that staircase is there, it's not built in any manner.
No, yeah, we'd be looking to have the spindles around. I mean, pressure treated is kind of your general construction material for exterior and outdoor, wood exposure like that.
We're gonna be able to find out.
I have to check the board consultant, general knowledge.
And I assume that this is probably gonna go to Shannon Walsh regardless and get a review kind of, we've done with the previous ones, correct?
Yeah, so there's places, 30 windows, side states. In real estate, with the natural storage, but needed, pointing the foundation, but measure. Because it's just a review, the review is to.
So they're essentially looking for, or any of the changes that you're looking to do, are there any adverse impacts?
That's what we're. Adverse impact. I don't think there's any adverse impact. I would be concerned about historic detail, but I can share my own.
And Shannon Walsh usually provides.
Okay. Any other questions from commissioners? Okay, any other questions? I heard that.
Let's stand up.
Yes, I did. Well,
I'm a neighbor. And I have a question, can I also apply for replacing the windows for energy saving? I'm the neighbor.
this is
It's
the
29.
gentleman,
The street, we can consider to be story house.
what I have to do, because this is a public hearing, a public meeting, we can't add to our agenda. If you call Alvin tomorrow, and he'll tell you exactly what you have to do, all that planning. This is Alvin right here. He can tell you exactly what you have to do to get, get an application in front of us.
Okay, and my second question is, after somebody does the renovation of this site, can that person, the homeowner, sell the house next year?
Why not? That has nothing to do with us. It's not, they go. All we look at is renovation.
Well, the third question is that the city building department, the building department of the city and the judges require actually to change the stairways in the houses. So that's they consider it not to be safe anymore in accordance with the new standards. So I support the changing the stairways.
What, this one is not a public hearing for ask for your opinion on it. This is just because this is a different thing than the other five we just heard.
Okay.
But if for information regarding your house, what you're thinking to do with it. If we have nothing to do with codes or anything like that.
Okay, can I have the phone number?
Because I gotta get back to this.
Yeah.
Okay, here.
I'm
I just wanted to see this right. Okay, so I didn't take a motion. We have anything else you'd like to add? Okay. If you have anything else for us.
No,
Okay, then take a motion to indicate that there's no adverse effect. Wall Street. For the one. Okay. Is there any discussion on that motion? Hearing none. Get the vote. Commissioner Nardi? Commissioner Nardi?
I'm sorry, almost all your words are garbled. I can't hear or understand. The system's breaking down.
Motion that indicate there's no adverse impact. In 19 Florida Street. The motion has been made first and seconded that there's no adverse impact for the proposed work at 19 Florida Street. Now I'm calling the vote. Commissioner Nardi?
no adverse impact for 19 Florida.
Oh, okay, I heard it. I agree. No adverse impact.
So now on the vote.
So the vote is, your vote is.
My vote is yes, no adverse impact.
Yes.
Commissioner Judith Cole.
Yes.
Commissioner Walter. Yes. Commissioner Dorsey. Okay, you know how to. Yep. All right. Thank you. Okay.
I have to leave at this time. Just
No,
make it
no,
all.
I'm gonna do this over as the meeting. Okay, now we're at the presentation, we have 174, 176 Maple Street, 65 Street, question being funds for building restoration. Are any of these that we don't interview? Well, right there on the phone now, Colony Hills. Springfield Science Museum. Yeah. Good. Oh, wait, you.
I'm just the.
Probably needs to make sure you can get out of the hole. Okay, so we're gonna have this.
My name is Rachel Ferd. I live on the transmit here at Springfield.
Go ahead. You gotta speak up a little bit.
I have two on the agenda. We're starting with the science museum.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
The first, the two. The next to the order.
So the science museum and the fire. Yeah.
Just go right into
Okay, great. So with the science museum, we have put forth a proposal to the CPA for $62,500. The purpose would be both a preservation and restoration work being done. The preservation or the restoration would be done to so if you're on the quadrangle green, you're looking right at the science museum. What you'd be seeing is the exit doors onto out the patio. Our funds are requested to a area. If you look off to the left,
Let me ask you these.
Yeah. So there was, so they've already received. Excuse me, letters of support in the past. However, their project has been slightly changed, so therefore they're just going back to the project update.
What are the main changes?
so this project has never been funded before. In previous proposals, it was more elaborate, and we changed it to be more specific and in alignment with the CPA's priorities. So what you're looking at here is work to the masonry that needs to be addressed with repointing where cracks have formed from water and ice over the years, and also cleaning of the masonry. That would fall under the preservation work. There's another photo. So this is more repointing that's needed. It's exit staircase. This is an area that needs replastering, and you can see the handrail was attached to the building side, and so that will also be addressed through new handrails that will then come out of the stairs and no longer be a cause of this kind of erosion for the future.
Okay.
And then this is the preservation work that would need to be, or the restoration work that would need to be done. So this was once a window, and then in 2004 got changed into a door when the Welcome Center was added. For years, there was an iron staircase that came off of that door. And the cafe used to be in there, but when the cafe got moved to the Blake House, this door was no longer used very much, and the iron staircase rusted and was removed in about 2016. So this project would address returning that to its original window, and it would match one that's directly opposite on the right side of the rails.
Is that?
Those are the components of this request to see.
Any of the commissioners have questions? Entertain a motion to send a letter of support.
Yes, you guys will just update, listening to the first.
Right, with the update the existing letter of support with any changes presented. Everybody, I'll make that. I will. Anything, is there a second? Any discussion on the motion? Oh, Mr. Walpole, yes. Commissioner Brinkley?
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh, yes. Commissioner Nardi?
Yes,
Okay. Okay, next.
Next is for the DeMoor Museum of Fine Arts. This is the third phase of work being done to this building. We are requesting 300,000 for this round of funding. The three components of the overall restoration work we've done has been to the front doors, the cleaning of the limestone, and the in-kind replacement of the windows. And this third phase, all the funding would be going to address the in-kind replacement of these windows that you're looking at here, which is the north side, the turtle side, and it's the side that has the most windows to address.
Is this just a letter we've already put out as well? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any this for this?
There are not, I don't think any of the changes are The only change maybe is that a change to the letter itself where like, because the door is already done and the limestone is going to be done this year, it's now just addressing the window, so it's like,
An issue from that.
yeah.
Okay. We know. So just a picture of
Yeah, and then,
any questions from commissioners? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to issue that letter of support for the windows. Second. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, call the vote. Commissioner Walker. Yes. Commissioner Brizzi.
yes.
Commissioner Walsh, yes. Commissioner Nardi.
Yes. Yes,
Thank you very much. We appreciate your support of our application.
So good luck on that.
Thank you.
Give it your next. Okay, that was, we have 87 voted. Because of that, Dr. Collins knows. You know, probably coming in the ice. Yeah, well, yeah, right past Collins. Oh, yes, but yeah, yeah, okay, also. Okay, since program. Request for funds. David, can you step over? Are you not here for your second, Ira?
Here to speak, we have a house that's, yes, her name and address, David Gavey, 105 Running Street, representing Frederick Stebbins. Stebbins tells me that we are requesting assistance to pay partly to purchase the mortgage from TD Bank, so that we can prevent the equity interest has been donated by Mr. Gray to the organization, which is accepted on behalf of the community. It's our intention to preserve the house as an architectural. That's later development, early 20th century. The house was designed. I have several. Designed by Kirkman, who's an architect who also designed such buildings as Mass Mutual, High School, and a number of houses.
It's, it's, I think no, it's looking it up. I'm pretty sure I know which house it is. I just,
It's a large brick English style house.
oh, this is where the, is it the one they put the electric meter right on the outside?
No.
That's not. the one.
That's also by Kirkman.
That looks very similar. Yeah, it's right. That's.
Went to MIT in the 1880s and 1880s, designed several houses in McKnight as a student. Then he went to work with Cass Gilbert, who was famous for designing this global building in Supreme Court.
Okay, so what, it's the scope of the project?
The scope of the project is to retain control. We're not trying to fix it right. The rest is like in very good shape. It's very, very original. It even has the same, its original stove and set the same. The enunciator system is working in case you thought there was you can.
Just people actually, we've never seen this before. Is that something that falls under this? Is that something that's allowed under this?
We're preserving, literally preserving a historic resource.
I have.
So all of us are going.
Okay, so So this is, I'm okay with this is what it is for. This is, you know, absolutely. I just don't know if that falls.
Well,
If it does, it does.
we understand, because we understand, it's definitely in an action registered district. It's definitely a contributing building.
I think it's a process.
So whether you guys support it or not, it still has to go before the community preservation committee for them to make their decision whether or not they're gonna support moving forward with funding.
Right.
I just want to buy, if there's something that this, they wouldn't do anything, so I'm trying to learn. I entertain.
There's a couple of votes. So one, you have to determine if the property is historically significant.
Okay.
And then also, then if you're gonna support the project.
Entertain a motion to indicate that the property is historically significant.
So moved.
Second. No discussion on the motion? Hearing none. Call the vote. Commissioner Zorby?
Yes.
Walton, yes. Commissioner Nardi?
Yes.
Well, yes. So take a motion to issue a letter of support. For the- Motion. Second. Is there any discussion on the motion? I just have, go ahead. Go. So. I haven't been there that long, I think it's been. From a process standpoint, we typically look at someone's gonna make a change to something. Whatever it is, or if it's a project, we support it. This is a procedural. From what I can read, it's a procedural piece to move ownership to something else. They're requesting.
You know, it's still right, preserving it, may want to talk about making a house.
Right, but right now, what's being proposed is
Just preserving.
like a financial process to try and save the house to it. Private ownership, not be in foreclosure to something else.
Right.
Right? And does that was, right, doesn't fall, but that's what, right, that would be, it's kind of, it's decide, okay. But we're here, we're gonna vote on it, so let's make it a good question. We may send it to somebody who says. Somebody don't act
Acquisition.
that's all. I'm in favor of sending it. Even if we're not sure if it falls on, if it's something they would have to do. Because if we don't do it, then we'll never. If we speak out support of the preservation. Property, maybe, yeah. But I just don't want to read anything misleading, because if we support something without knowing what it is, saying, well, we just figured you guys would vet it. They're saying, well, you have a letter of support. I just want to understand. I agree. I think we're saying for pretty specifically spelled out what the preservation means. Right. What? Not about the book, the condition is good, everything's put in here, that there's a way to preserve the property. Fits into the funding. We believe, I believe the property should be. So. This is the only way. I mean, we could get Bob, we're not there to get Bob. Because we're not making a decision, to put money anywhere, doing it, they're sending it to another group to consider. Okay. They got two attorneys out. So I don't think we need to go there with this one. Any, plus you have another thought. I just wanted to be very clear, because it's just like something we haven't done, and I want to understand what's being proposed and what we're having a letter of support. So. We're in the motion now. Yes, we have, so. Any other discussion on the motion? Hearing none, let's go.
So can you repeat what's actually, what's the motion?
The motion is to just to issue a letter of support for the preservation of the property.
I see. Okay.
It's not about work, it's about,
It's, just-
title to the property in order to.
you're not agreeing to anything, you're just supporting the effort.
That's the way I think it
Yeah.
plays out. So.
Okay. Mhm.
Well, we start, I'll start with you, Commissioner Hardy. Some reason you can't hear me, but Commissioner Nardi, what's your vote?
Yes,
Commissioner Kroll,
Yes.
Commissioner Zorbi.
Yes.
It's interesting, we'll find out, that's, consider shortly.
And that's the other one. Common areas one, that's why.
It's not an area, this is request to see people launch for this place, it's all traffic signal. Street sign, street lights, do we have anything? Yeah, right, exactly. I just don't have it here, unless I put it over here.
There's a picture of the street light. There's a picture now, there's a picture of a church there. That's not what the community really picture. Really picture the street lights in front of the church. It's
Okay.
kind
Pick on the back, that's the second part of that. For the check.
essence of what we're saying here is that common area, the funds CPA specifically allowed for planning on historic preservation, common areas and recreation facilities. We're suggesting that common areas in this night are not just the park, but also include the streets and street furniture.
Yeah.
That impact on the houses. So in other words, the individual houses are not the historic district by themselves. So we're proposing to, number one, build on the planning that was done by the Regional Planning Commission and all of us together. To look at exactly what does traffic dampening and restoration of open spaces mean. Secondly, we propose that since part of that is the streetlights, part of that is the street signs, and part of that is that signal that's sitting there damaged in the middle of Dartmouth Street, St. James Avenue intersection.
Right.
That we would, that's the one, that's the type of picture that was there. And as you can see, the base is there illustrated, and the base is presently there now on Dartmouth. Okay, well, Dartmouth Street, St. James, I don't know where. So we're proposing that a grant be made to finance that. Someone would be doing the work, the planning versus Lady Clancy in combination based on our work plan with the Department of Public Works. There it is. With the Department of Public Works, and we also hope to make some recommendations about how the planned improvement at Magazine Playground might be carried out in the context of the fact that it's such an historic location. And we have the 250th anniversary of the location of the arsenal there by George Washington. The Continental Congress coming up. So that's our proposal. And I think what I'm asking the commission to do is to certify that these things are part of the National Register District and that they're properly significant, contributing to the overall district. And secondly, hopefully support our idea that common areas are part of what makes the neighborhood a whole. Integral whole and community, or 19th century plan community. And that we can build on the work that's been done and move forward, make something that hopefully will be more durable.
But you have something here, this is. Future question basically stabilization, preservation,
Oh, pardon me, I forgot.
big homes. This is just renovation of the building. It's not for heating. Operation, creation.
Not only operation. It is for repair, for restoration, stabilization. Now,
So those two would fit into.
we're not a common area.
They're not.
Specifically, the Kippy building has had a balustrade that has been removed. Most of the balustrade is remaining in existence inside the alley. And a bunch of pieces of it. So we're proposing to put that back together and put it on the outside of the house. On the carriage house.
Excuse me,
Go ahead.
can I interrupt you? No, I hope that you will take into consideration that I'm older of 29 Florida Street. And, and I'm legally blind and disabled. I have just one question. Can I today represent a motion for changing the window of my house? No? Okay, should I?
It has to be done. It has to be done, there's 2 weeks.
Okay.
By application, and then, so they can notify your neighbors.
Okay, so is this,
Call them tomorrow.
okay, thank you.
Right.
So
It's nice to meet
She gonna go look it up?
All right, so the carriage house essentially is a very nice big carriage house that will no longer be with us very soon. Because most of the studs don't go all the way down to the ground. Yeah. But there's a lot that's very large and it's a lot, so this is to stabilize, that's a new program and that's a big. Building.
But the way you have it listed, you have B, which is the house that you're talking about. Listed as preservation, I'm sorry, preservation of structures to be used in common areas.
Right. We're hoping to
So you're saying it's preservation, and
Well,
it's not a common
being-
area, but
being-
the written is common area.
What the intention is. You need to write part of the program was interpretive program. What's actually being asked for does not support the interpretive. Only support stabilization. So is that a distinction that's useful?
Well,
We're not asking that the community preservation program for operational or exhibit. No, but planning to use those as part of the plan.
I think it's leading, I mean, common area with a light, yes. Common area with a traffic light, yes. Common area with a building that's on private property, that's not common area. It doesn't look like in any definition, I don't see how you go.
I see your distinction.
Well,
It makes sense.
I mean, like, if it's a separate thing, then okay, it's a separate thing, but common areas that are common, right? Always streets, street lots,
Right.
street lights, right?
I support the comment. Sure. Well, that just kind of jumped out at me as having something in there. Okay, in something that wouldn't be to, would be supported. It's not related to the common area. So. Any other commissioners have notations on this? You could. Look at the negative side. Is there anything else in there that sticks out of something that wouldn't? Which wouldn't fit the common areas theme?
Yeah, be agreeable with everything except section three. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, so. It's something we could do. This. So, yeah, we could. I think that's Jane Morgan. Hold on, you want to listen to that? We have to get a motion. It's just a letter submitted. Less paragraph B. Paragraph B. That makes sense.
It makes it automatically clearer.
What do you think?
Yeah.
If the motion was that.
You said without it supported, yeah, right. Yep, the section A.
Yeah. Wants to make it. Discussion on the motion. Walsh, yes, Commissioner Nardi,
Yes,
Walter Paul,
Yes.
Commissioner Directly.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the Instant Street and St. James Avenue thing, or did I not get those discussed?
Well, they're not here now.
Well, then I'll-
Not here, so they're not here.
so,
Okay. Anything else that you heard?
Yes. It's 74-172 Maple Street, 65.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So all three applications are similar. Do you want to go over them separately or do you want to do all of them?
I think we gotta do it. Well, 74, 76 are.
They're separate applications, so if we're gonna do it all separately, we have to do everything separately. Which one would you guys like to start?
74.
All right. So 174 Maple Street, side, Loading Brook, number 31 Elm Street, Springfield, Mass. I work, I'm the senior project manager in the Office of Disaster Recovery. Tina Pagliato, who submitted the applications to the CPA, is my direct supervisor. We're seeking from the CPA $300,000 to make the development of property more enticing to developers. The developers will still need to go through the historic commission to get all their plans and everything approved as they normally would. This is just a letter of recommendation to help us to try to absorb some cost from the developer on a actual project itself.
What else you want to add? Determine the historic significance. You can go both, all three.
Yes, that's correct.
It would entertain a motion that, I think we can include the two addresses in that historic significance, so 174 and 176. Entertain a motion that they are. You have a discussion on the motion? This is like specifically separated for separate reason. So, Commissioner Walsh, yes. Commissioner Nardi. Commissioner Nardi.
yes,
Commissioner.
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis.
Yes.
Those are the reason they separated is because the fire street, we have, has had, what's the status of?
So Fire Street originally So it's got a recorded reverter deed that the city took ownership of the property at 60 Byers Street after the renovation of the building. The building is currently vacant and deteriorated, upon taking the ownership of, the building. Well, organic prepared an assessment of the property and estimated cost to renovate the property. The assessment has not been completed. It's anticipated that the renovation costs will be significant, undertaken. This one, as I said, is, same application, we're looking for $300,000 from CPA to help us to make it more enticing for developers.
Yeah, now, what's it, the architect of this, maybe?
Yeah.
Lord, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. You should remember that. Thursday. Not it. Was it Thursday?
It's the purpose of months and,
The house, it was a Frank Lloyd Wright design. And we have issued letters for the past from. So. I don't want to interfere. So, I have no problem. Trying to reach out. To keep it. The other commissioners have any thoughts on that? And that's not my notes here. Why I thought you said it. No worries. Like that. Good. Good. 15 minutes. Yeah, like that.
15, 20 minutes is the first one.
So I entertain the motion that this is a. So. Any discussion on that?
Second,
Okay. Any discussion on the? Okay, call the vote, Commissioner Nardi?
yes,
Walter Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Zerflu?
Yeah.
Okay, now the letters.
Yes. Do we have to do these separate again, or we can put these together now? I'll make a motion of support for 60 buyers, 174, maybe 176.
Is there a second on the motion?
Second.
Is there any discussion on it? We'll call the vote, Commissioner Walter, yes, Commissioner Nardi,
yes,
Commissioner Walter Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner.
Yes.
So now, no worries, there's not some choices, I don't know enough to note in your page. Don't do that. No, none of those aerial things, okay, now it's anything else. Oh my goodness. We're here for public speak out. Gary, you all set for tonight?
Yeah, I'm all set. I'd like to say, welcome, Marissa. I'm with the Forest Park Civic Association. I work very closely with her as well.
Anybody else?
Just a good flavor, but I don't think so. Like to make my point once again that I appreciate all the energy people are putting into finding window problems. In every one of these jobs I've seen, there's only one or two bad windows. And they really need to be encouraged to buy real windows instead of temporary ones.
Anything else? Okay, take a motion to adjourn. All in favor? Aye.